Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing really good and getting in that prep ready for Christmas. It sure won't be long. Today is my October / November favourites. So I've put 2 months into one. A couple of reasons. October was super busy. It was half term. There was lots of vlogs going on. Quite a bit of brand work to fit in. Just couldn't fit my October favourites in. I thought I would do them both into one, and when you watch this I believe it will be almost at the end of November, so I thought it makes sense to do an October and a November favourites in one, because let's face it, my December favourites are going to be very festive, I would imagine. So before we get into the monthly favourites, I'd like to give a big thanks to Dialect Fragrances for sponsoring my October-November favourites. You may or may not know, I have previously worked with Dialect before. I worked with them a few weeks ago and lots of you went mad for the perfumes. A really great Black Friday offer for you. So Dialect Fragrances, what are they? So Dialect was founded on the very strong belief that luxurious fragrances should be accessible to all. And like I said before, I totally agree. So there's no industry marker, which helps them keep the cost right down. And they are all basically a fraction of the cost of the original. All the fragrances are vegan and cruelty free. All the packaging is recyclable. Shipping is carbon neutral. All amazing. So what I'm going to do, in the last video I showed you 3 of the fragrances what I picked up, and I'm very excited to show you 3 new fragrances. I'm going to show you them and I'm going to tell you the fragrance, the original fragrance that they are inspired by. Then I will give you the cracking offer. Okay, so let's go in with the first one. The first one, all the packaging looks like this, completely recyclable. And the first one is called Aromatic Reverence. Okay, and this one is inspired by Libra. When I said this before in my last video, they smell to me absolutely identical and they are super long lasting. So each bottle looks like this. Now, first of all, I just love the look of the bottle. Very nice and simple, looks lovely on a dressing table. Each bottle looks like this. Okay, so obviously I have smelt them and I have wore some, but I'm going to spray again. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. To me, smells identical to the original, as to me they all do. If you've never smelled YSL Libra, it's so luxurious, very light. A beautiful light scent, so luxurious. So that is my first one. It cost $24.99. Next one, this one, there is a lot of, shall we say, replicas out there trying to replicate the original scent. And this is absolutely spot on. It literally smells like you are wearing the original. This one is called Amber Infusion. Can you guess what this is inspired by? This is inspired by, of course, Baccarat Rouge. It smells insane, as you would expect. And this one is $34.99 as opposed to £340. Yes. This is, when I tell you that there's literally no difference. I mean, I've had copies and my daughter has the original. And this smells like my daughter's. It's amazing. Yeah, $34.99, fraction of the price. Can't recommend it enough. And then the final one I picked up this time is Neroli Escape. This is inspired by Neroli Portofino. Absolutely wonderful. This one, again, is $34.99, a fraction of the price of the original. This, in my previous video when I worked with Dialect, the 3 fragrances that I chose then, and these are on exactly the same level, so luxurious. I'm sure you're all waiting for the offer. Now, this time there is literally no code, because the offer is, it's a Black Friday deal. Buy one, any perfume on the site, and you will get another one free. Yeah, amazing amazing. So now is the time to stock up on your perfumes. They can be great for gifts, treats for yourself. Link is in the description box. Tap on that and get the Fab Black Friday deal. Buy one, get one free. Now on with my October/November favourites. Okay, I'm going to start with some makeup first, actually. Okay, I'm going to start with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. Now, I've been using a Morphe palette on my eyes for months and months now, and I thought, fancy a change, so I went for this one. Packaging lovely, obviously really nice and soft, and then inside is your colours. Beautiful colours, very pigmented. Now, I like a natural eye, so I've been going for this one here all over my eyelid. Some days this one here in like the corners, but sort of up above the corners, if you know what I mean. And then I have been going for the burnt, I think it's burnt orange also, although it's not orange, it's like a very dark brown. Some beautiful natural colours, and then obviously, you know, if you're going out at night and you've got your darker ones, also beautiful palette. So that has been my first October/November favourite. Next, we'll stick on the makeup vibe. Now these, I have probably, do you know what? I have probably shown these many times in different videos. They've probably even been in some favourites, although I know they haven't been in favourites for quite a while. But I always tend to come back to them. I will always tend to, I'll use something and then I think, oh, I'm going to get one of them. And there's reasons why I always go back to these. These are new colours that I bought, although I probably have had the colours before, if you know what I mean. I've been going back to them for so long. The NYX Butter Glosses. They're not groundbreaking, they've been out absolutely ages, but you know what? They work for me. As an everyday lip colour, to me, you can't go wrong with these. This is the one that I will use on when I want like a lighter lip. This has been on my lips throughout October and November. So the shade of this one is Madeline. I've got it on my lips today. This is the one I tend to reach for most days. You can see it's a very like neutral brownie beige. Absolutely love it. I love the gloss it provides. It's not matte at all, as the name suggests, and they're just so easy to apply. To me, they're pretty long lasting. You know, they don't disappear immediately. So that has been on my lips constantly. And then I have a slightly darker one also for a day, probably when I want to look maybe a little bit more made up, and that's this colour. And this one is Praline. And this one is slightly darker, along the same vein. These are the colours I just always gravitate towards, but slightly darker on the lip. And to me, you can't go wrong with these. You can get them everywhere. And I guess, you know, to me, they're a pretty iconic product. I go back to them again and again, and that is for a reason. They're really fab. So they've been on my lips lots and lots. We're going to go for the nails, because what's the favourites without a nail colour? It's a new Essie one. Now, I love this because I like a dark colour on my nails throughout the winter months, but I don't like a bright red, that type of in-your-face red. I've got like these are rather chipped, so we won't take too much notice of these nails today, but this is an Essie colour. This is a very dark chocolatey brown one, which I've been wearing a lot, but this one is a new one I got, and this has been on my nails as well. This one is called, we'll go for the shade again, it is called In Stitches, number 24, In Stitches. It's like a very muted, it's a dark pink / red, and what I like about it, I will try and show you the colour without spilling. There, can you see what I like about it? It's not too in your face. It provides a nice dark colour for the winter months, but not too in your face. So I've been absolutely loving that. And I used to be, if you've watched my videos for a long time, I used to just use Barry M all the time. And I have switched over to Essie. Yes, they're £2 or £3 more expensive per bottle. Probably £4 more expensive, but they are worth it. The coverage, how long they last, and the application after 2 coats does look a lot more professional than the Barry M to me. So I am glad I've switched to SE for no reason at all. I just thought one day I'll try SE. Hadn't tried it for a long time and I've never looked back. So been loving that colour. Another couple of products. These are I'm going to watch that candle. We will talk about this candle in a minute. I thought I'd light it for, you know, a bit of cosy ambience. These are very, very inexpensive products that I use before I go to bed. I have them on my bedside table. I have like a little dish. I have them in there and I'll apply these before I go to sleep and they work for me and they are so inexpensive. We'll go for this one first. It's sheer hand cream. This is actually from Lidl and it is inspired by L'Occitane hand cream, which this is £2.99 and I'm not sure how much the other one is. Probably 15 to 20 pounds. I'm not sure. I can only talk about this one, but the packaging is almost identical. I don't know what the other cream is like, but as far as this one goes, for the price point, £2.99, it is lovely. This is a nighttime one that I use. It's very thick. I love the smell. I absolutely love the smell. I don't know if the smell is the same. I absolutely love the smell of this. It's a very comforting smell, and when I smell it, it just reminds me of getting ready to go to sleep, which I really want to do when I smell this, but we've got quite a while yet. It's mid-morning. And for £2.99, I love this as a nighttime hand cream. So I lather this on my hands at night. Lidl, in case you missed where I got it from. And then this, I never used to use lip balm before I went to sleep. Always use one in the morning. But never at night. And then I saw this in the lip balm section. It's actually a nighttime lip balm. It's Nivea, just your basic Nivea, and it is that colour because obviously it has touches of lavender scent in it, and it is lovely. It's lovely to put on your lips. I don't know how much this was, like £2.29 or £2.99, something like that, and it just feels lovely on your lips when just before you go to sleep, when you've done all your cleansing and everything else. It makes your lips really lovely and soft. So they are two inexpensive products that I apply before I go to sleep, have them by my bed, and I really enjoy using them. So I can totally recommend them. So I've been using them throughout October and November. Next, we'll go in with a book. Yeah, we'll go in with a book. Last favourites, which would have been September's favourites. I was reading, let me get this right, or I had finished reading Cinnamon Bun Bookstore by Laura Gilmore. And I was about to start The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by the same author. And it looks like this. And I have been reading this when I can. I'm about just under halfway through it. I really want to get this done before November finishes because I want to start on a Christmas novel, which I just like to do. And actually Laura Gilmore has got a Christmas novel out which takes place in the same town, and I think it's called The Christmas Tree Farm or something. I have seen it about, but I thought I won't buy it yet until I've finished this. This is very, very good. Now, if you remember my last favourites, I was like talking about how spicy the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore book was. And it was extremely spicy. Now, I'm just under halfway through and this hasn't got spicy. There's little hints of maybe it could, and I'm probably sure it will. There's no like spice level on here, if you know what I mean, like the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, that was spicy. But I'll read the back of it. Now, everyone said to me, I read the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore first, but everyone said to read this one first. But to be honest, you don't really have to. Okay, so when When Janie's aunt gives her the beloved Pumpkin Spice Cafe in the small town of Dream Harbour. Now, Dream Harbour is where all the books take place. Jeannie jumps at the chance for a fresh start away from her very dull desk job. Logan is a local farmer who avoids Dream Harbour's gossip at all costs, but her arrival disrupts Logan's routine and he wants nothing to do with the irritatingly upbeat new girl, except that he finds himself oh my God. But he finds himself I can't say it. I actually can't say it. But he finds himself drawn to her. Will Jeannie's happy-go-lucky attitude win over the grumpy but gorgeous Logan, or has this city girl found the one person in town who won't fall for her charm or her pumpkin spice latte? So yeah, like I said, all the books take place in Dream Harbour. I think this one, which Cinnamon Bun Store didn't have, which I really liked, was it has a map of Dream Harbour at the beginning of this one. They're super cosy, just super easy books to read in the colder months, and yeah, I can't wait to finish this and start the Christmas one. Let me know if you've read the Christmas one yet. But yeah, each book so far has been about a different couple who are residents of Dream Harbour. So been by the side of my bed for the last couple of months, and I really need to start finishing this. Okay, we have 2 favourites left. I'm going to show you this one, then we'll get on to the last one. Okay, we'll move it. I've lit this, like I say, to provide some cosy ambience, but also I'm going to mention it as well because it's a fab candle. Now, this candle is from Matalan, and be very careful, and it is called Log Fire. Now, I previously have had a Matalan candle that wasn't strong smelling, so I didn't have high hopes. But boy, it's got a really strong throw on it, these ones. Now there's 2 others in this range. I believe there is something like Duvet Day, something like that. I could be, but it's something like that. And then the other one is something like Winter Walks or Autumn Walks or whatever. I went for Log Fire, and it's got a very strong throw on it. It's a beautiful, very warm, as you would expect with a name like Log Fire smell, and this was only £7. So I can totally recommend this candle for Matalan, Log Fire. So I thought I would mention that one because I've really been enjoying this one. And then we are going to finish with something that has been constantly on me since I bought it, basically. It is this jacket. Now, if you head over to my Instagram, you will see me wearing this in quite a few pictures, because I absolutely love it, and it is so warm and so cozy. It is this jacket. It's this jacket in a nice chocolate brown, super great quality, super thick, super cozy. Inside it is like a suede. What I love about it is they're not normal. On that candle, they're not normal buttons. You've got they're like that to do it up, and there's 3 of them all the way down. Now I got this one from M&S. They also do like a light beige creamy colour in it also, which I do love as much, and I would absolutely love that one as well, but I can't really bring myself to buy another one. The price point of this, I believe it was 75 or 76, but I will say this, it is worth every penny. It's amazing quality, as you would expect from M&S. Now, I've seen quite a few shops have got these in. The other day, I was in Zara in Chester, and I saw Zara done one as well. And actually, Zara's was about £10 cheaper, something like that. I think it was like 60 odd. And I still preferred this one. They had it in like a lighter colour. And I think even, I haven't seen it in real life, but I've seen it on like an advertisement that I think even F&F are doing one. But I don't know what their price point is. I can only speak for the M&S one. And it's a really lovely coat. It is so warm. It is so cozy. I hope you can see. Yeah, it's like not long, and it's like just the perfect length. Goes with lots and lots of things. Can you see the inside? It's like so soft, like suede-y. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's worth every penny. So I thought I would show this if any of you are after this type of thing. I can totally recommend the M&S one, and this has literally been on me all the time since I bought it, so it has been worth every penny. Perfect as well for this time of year, because we're not in like the, I mean, it's cold out, there's no getting away from that, it is cold now, but we're not in like excuse me, we're not in like the minus figures, we're not in like the 2-3 degree figures where that requires a big winter's coat, and this for this period of time is perfect. So they are my October, November favourites as usual. Totally recommend all of them. Do not forget to check out Dialect. Get your Black Friday deal. Buy one, get one free. Perfect time to do some Christmas shopping and of course treat yourself. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you very, very soon for another video. Bye.